Oh shit! King of the Dot, Blackout 4. We out here, Dirtbag Dan of the Dirtbag Dan Show, with, oh my god, someone who we talk about a lot on the show.
Yeah, you know, can't stop. Dirtbag Dan.
Ladies and gentlemen, DNA just battled Arcane. It was a heated battle, so heated in fact that someone felt like they needed to punch somebody else in the face in the audience. Just like they were so like, oh my god, these bars! And then they just started punching each other. How do you think it went? These are promo, right? So how do you think you did this battle?
Honestly, it was a good battle. I feel like I got it 2-1. Third round was kind of lackluster from both of us, but if anything, that's the round where, like, we both I got some points. So I'll give him that round, but I feel like I won 2-1. I just wish I could have won last. So definitely freestyle about that dude getting knocked out.
There was definitely, I think, more reaction on your side.
Nelson's coming through.
In the sense that you had more punchlines, which is crazy too, because we're at home for Arcane, and Arcane had bars and he was coming through. But I think you consistently got more reaction, and then the fight actually happened in the middle of Arcane's round, so that definitely fucked him up. What do you think? What do you think the fans are going to say about that battle when it comes out? You know, you guys both. You're back and forth. You're King of the Dot battler. You're URL battler. Unbiased Battle Review's opinion of this. What do you think? They think DNA got it hands down, or do you think that that it's a battle that can be debated?
I mean, everybody can be debated. We're definitely not gonna go for you or unbiased. If that's the case, I might lose.
Okay.
But nah. Honestly, yeah, I think it's gonna be a good battle when it drops. I mean, honestly, I keep it real. The only bad battle I felt on my behalf that I had on King of the Dot was against Pass in Cali. So what's this? I think it's my 5th battle, 6th battle on King of the Dot. Disaster, Pass. Yeah, 6. So I'm 5 out of 6 in terms of having good battles on my behalf. So I feel like the King of the Dot fans are gonna like it, and the URL fans, they're gonna appreciate it too, because I'm battling a dude from Uber. So shout out to Arcane.
I'm super high, right? Because I don't have to battle, and the fans are gonna kill me if I didn't do the DNA voice. I should have just really done the whole interview in the DNA voice. But that being said,
who do you think does a better DNA? Do you think I do a better DNA, or do you think the DNA does a better DNA than I do DNA?
Keep it 100. I do DNA better than we do DNA. And they're back there. You know what battle just came out? Yeah,
are you talking about the battle with me and Charlie?
Yes, the battle with Charlie Clips,
So I had this battle with Charlie. I actually had a bar about DNA and Charlie living in a 1-bedroom apartment playing Guess Which Room I'm in. And he was going to be like, yo, there's a snake in the house. Mouse fed. I pulled that convertible out. Couch fed. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that was alright.
ladies and gentlemen, DNA, Arcane, Blackout 4, yeah, King of the Dot.
On the Zing.
It's your boy, Dirtbag Dan of the Dirtbag Dan Show, King of the Dot, Blackout 4. We here with Arcane. Just had a battle with the one and only DNA. So, fucking A, it was a heated battle back and forth. I even said so much so that motherfuckers needed to punch each other while watching it. They were so... and both of you guys were getting a lot of reaction. How do you think it went? Do you think you got that battle? Do you think it was in the bag? I know you have home field advantage, but DNA was getting good reactions in there.
Mm-hmm. To be honest, I always think that my bars are good enough to beat my opponents. So that's just how I feel. I feel like I prepare to a higher level, and I try to be ready for every situation in the battle. This battle in particular, as far as the home field advantage shit, to be honest, I don't even live in Toronto. I live in Hamilton. So really, every time I battle in Toronto, I feel like I'm battling away anyways. Like it never feels like a real home court advantage to me here. And DNA, he's actually a real favorite out here. So I wouldn't say that there was necessarily any advantage to either person having like a home court advantage. It was just a matter of how the crowd was reacting to the bars. And really, the crowd reactions kind of varied. Like I thought actually DNA was getting some better reactions than me during some of his rounds. He does his slogans and whatnot, gets the crowd involved that way. So of course that's always going to be a factor. But I think if you don't look at crowd reaction per se, I think I had some really good quality bars in the battle. He had some really good quality bars as well. I don't know. I thought it was a good one, man. Just a dope battle.
Both y'all didn't fuck up. There wasn't like there was, slight stumbles. Nothing that you could even remotely call a choke,
Right.
and nothing that the audience even picked up on and was like thrown back by.
Right.
But yeah, it was the audience reaction varied. I think your schemes went longer, and that leads to, when he's hitting on every 2 and every 4, it leads to him getting more reactions in that regard. I was really surprised that when they announced the battle and they announced you coming out, a lot of people made noise for you, and then a shit ton of people made noise for DNA too. And we
Yeah.
are in Canada, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. There's really no home field advantage. I think the Toronto fans really are just fans of battle rap and the culture, and they just want to see dudes that are known for putting on a good show and having really good bars. And I think me and DNA both kind of fit that bill, and the crowd was happy to see both of us go at it. So I hope we put on a good show for them. I guess it incited a bit of a riot, and a little fight broke out in the 3rd round there in the crowd. So I guess they were hyped up, man. I guess it was good.
Punches on stage, punches in the audience. How tired of you are hearing about Caustic bars at this point? I know Caustic's fucking super tired of hearing about it, and it's happened in probably every single one of both of your guys' battles and multiple other battles for the last year at this point almost. Do you think that that's something that's going to persist, or that at some point people are just going to get off it?
It's a weird situation, man. Like the way the shit all unfolded, people want to see us battle. You know what I mean? Yeah. So people are gonna keep on egging it on through battles. I'm pretty sure that in his next couple battles, people will still mention it to him, talk about me, and in my next couple battles, I'm sure people will talk about him as well. But like, I think me and Caustic both agree that we're both just kind of tired of hearing about it now. I think he made a post on Twitter. He tweeted something like, if me and Kane did ever battle at this point, it would just be more out of like obligation than either of us actually wanting to do the battle anymore. So I think like for the two of us, it's kind of like that time has kind of like passed, but you never know. If the fans really want to see it at some point, you know what I mean, we might be able to come to an agreement to make it happen. Obviously I would rather do the battle in Canada. He would rather do the battle in Cali. So, we're gonna have to come to some type of agreement as far as doing it on neutral ground or whatever. If I have to be the one to go to Cali and go out and do it in front of that crowd, I would be willing to do that. But the timing's gonna have to be right. You know what I mean? I know Lush tried to get at me for Battle of the Bay 6, but it just wasn't in my timeline at that time. I had other shit going on, and
We're gonna have to do it in like Sweden, where fucking they're impartial to fucking everything. But I'll tell you this much: Caustic cannot get into Canada.
Yeah.
He's been denied more times than he's been allowed in. Like he got in one time like by fluke, and the other 3 he got turned around. And I guess I can understand not wanting to do it in Cali. Bullets didn't want to have judges against me in Cali, and of course not, because I'm fucking awesome. Unless you're Charlie Clips and I'm fucking coming back from Japan with jet lag.
I just caught that battle last night, actually, your Charlie Clips joint. And to be honest, it wasn't that bad, man. Don't beat yourself up too much. I mean, like, he did win, but the way you were talking about it before I saw it, I thought you were just going to bomb horribly. And you weren't that bad. You picked it up with a little bit of freestyle shit. And, shit happens, man. It was still a good battle.
You're so kind. It felt like shit.
Clips was on fire in that battle, though. Like, what can you say about Clips' performance? He's one of the best in the world doing it, so.
That's always good to make sure that when you do fuck up and choke, make sure you do it against someone
who's really
and
good.
who's winning you. Like, oh, he's on fire. You were going to lose anyways, bro. That's cool. Pat on the back. All right, Arcane, whatever. Dirtbag Dan show. Watch that shit. King of the Dot, Blackout 4, Arcane versus DNA. You'll see it.
Yes, sir. Peace, y'all.